Assalamu alaikum, it's me Osama Hassan Khan. Now I am demonstrating our project which is log file analysis using Hadoop framework. In this project, main motive is to analyze exercises which is created by different users from front end. The front end is designed with JS framework, React.js. Now first we need to start server on 4000 port. We do it by writing Node.js on terminal inside backend. We have to start web application on port 3000. So let's start. So now we are starting our tool, Visual Studio Code, which is present inside the Hadoop front end. Now now we need to switch backend. In backend we need to start server, node server, and now it's starting. Now our server is starting and success connection. Now it means server has been started, and now we now in desktop, in FIP data there is a folder Hadoop, and our project is inside this folder Hadoop front end master final, and we need to start it by npm start, and then with the help of this command we can run our web application. It will run on port 3000. Now it is starting. It takes time to start, maybe 1 to 2 minutes, and now it's starting, and now it has been started. On port localhost 3000, and this is our web application interface. Here first here admin is login, and now admin can log in and check all the root users, which are 4 inside our project, which are 4. Now admin can check all the users activity, root users activities. There are 4 main root users who generates different users list, and the 4 root users, Sama is one of them. Now Sama is login, and Sama generated this exercises, and Sama can added their exercises. He is editing. Now you can see that Sama is now here. He can also delete exercises, edit exercises. All 4 root users can generate exercises, edit and delete, means they can perform CRUD operation. Now Sharik, Sama has create new exercises, name Sharik, email and age, gender. Now you can see that Sharik has been created by Osama, and Sama can edit. You can see that. Now Sama has been logged out, and now the second root user, which is Vaj, and Vaj can also check their exercises, create exercises. And the third root users is Sharik, Walid. Now Walid login and check their exercises which he generated before. And the last one is Mohammad Sharik. Their generated exercises are this. Now if user is not in our database, so he needs to sign up, and if you can see that Osama is already present because he is inside the database. That's why he does not create it does not create account again. And you cannot write a 3-letter password. Minimum you need to write 5-letter password, and you cannot even write a 3-letter username. We authenticate it by React.js. You can say the 3-letter cannot be right. Minimum you need to write minimum 5-letter first to create account. And now this is our web interface, and this is our MongoDB UI. Here we can see all the exercises stored in MongoDB. MongoDB is basically a NoSQL database that stores data in a JSON format. You can check that all the users record is now present here. Basically there are two folders, exercises and users. All the users records are here, and all the exercises records which is generated by 4 main users are here. You can see that, and you can see the admin, all the users who are our login part, which are admin, and 4 main root users are here, which are admin Usama, Vaj, Walid and Sharik. Now after that we need to export it to analyze it with the help of Hadoop. We can export it by JSON or CSV format. We will export it on CSV format and then move it to HDFS. These are CSV data set which is exported from MongoDB, and our log file is our data set which is which were saved in MongoDB and then finally sent to local system. Now you can see the data set, and this record name, email, status, city, gender, age, qualifications created by 4 root main users, and we will analyze it with the help of big data tool Hadoop. Now we are starting Hadoop. We need to switch to that account where Hadoop is present. Now we are starting Hadoop by typing start all SHS, and we need to start all node by typing password again and again. Now I am writing password. You can check that name node is now active. Secondary name node has been started, and tab again password, and you can see that yarn has been started and all the 4 node has been started. Now with the help of HDFS command we are moving our local data set into HDFS. With the help of this command, first we need to make directory on local HDFS mkdir, and in HDFS you can write it localhost 5070 to open HDFS, and there you can see log files folder. There is a data set which is sent by this command HDFS DFS make. mkdir used to create folder, and HDFS DFS port is used to send data to localhost HDFS, and in our local system folder FIP data, there is a data set named log files which we send with the help of HDFS command to local host Hadoop HDFS, and now we has been sent local data set into HDFS. Now we need to start pig shell, and we started by writing pig on terminal. Now pig is starting, and first we need to load load data set into pig shell, which is grunt. And with the help of this command we load it on pig. And this is the final year project is our HDFS directive where log file is present, and using pig store separated comma we are creating a schema here. There is a field name, id, username, name, email, status, and id data type is int, and username is char array, name char array, email char array, status char array, city char array, gender char array, age, and qualification char array. And these are our main field which we will analyze. And first we are loading HDFS data, loading data set which is present in HDFS to pig, and this and save into variable name answer. And then with the help of this command for each instance generate username as fc. Fc is a alias column created means we are separating username from that data set, and we will analyze username here. First we filter from dataset username. We will use filter column username from that dataset, and then with the help of this command for each answer to generate group, we are grouping that column, and then applying count command to count. And now save into variable answer 3, and then after dump it. And now uh, uh, this command is executing by map reduce. Map and reduce helps to execute quick queries command and generate output. Now you can see that username are Sama, Vaaz, Sharik, Wali. These are 4 root users, and Sama 447 means Sama root 447's record, Vaaz wrote 175 records, and Sharik 202, and Walid 175. And then the result will be saved into HDFS again with the help of this command store. And now we are saving this result into HDFS. Store is a key, store is a keyword, and answer 3 is a variable. And finally a project Hadoop is a HDFS path where we are storing this result. And now you can see that in localhost 5.0 port you can see that Usama is present, and the result is present. Now you can see the top 10 records with the help of this head tail files, and you can see that this record has been here which we analyzed. Now we will working on a next column, which is you can see that age is the next column we are analyzing, and we did same work as we did in username. Now we are typing that command again to execute and analyze age field, and finally dump the answer to check the output. And you can see that there are several records. Means 12 is the age, and the next tuple value is represent the number of times. Means 12 is present, 12 age is present once, and 53 is present 18 times, and 66 number of ages is present 8 times. You can check all the ages, means all the ages and how many times it present there. And similarly we are storing that result into HDFS with the help of this command store answer 3. Answer 3 is a data variable, and into final year project Hadoop, which is HDFS path. Now you can see that age result is now here, which is analyzed and you can see it by checking, and you can see it all the records and results are here which is sent from pig. And the next record we are analyzing it is gender. We can check the frequency of gender, how many male are there in our records and female are there in our records. So we are applying command, and we are applying same command which we did before to analyze age and user's name. And you can see that male is 954 times, female is 44 times. And now we store that result into HDFS again with the help of this command store, and so they need to finally a project. Now data is sending back to HDFS result, and success represent that the data is successfully stored into HDFS. And then our next command which we are analyzing is the status, and we can check the status number of employment, may and employed people, non unemployed people, and a student. And we are now running command pick query to get the result. And you can see that all the results, actually gender, you can see the result into HDFS again. You can see that male is 954 times and female is 44 times. And you can see that student is 334 times and employed is 321 times, and there are two people who didn't write insert null two times, represent that two people did not fill that column. And we finally send result back to HDFS again. And at last we are analyzing our last column, which is qualification. And with the help of command we are analyzing it, and then finally dump it to get the result. Now MapReduce program is running to execute and generate the result. You can see that the status result which we analyzed before is now present here, and you can see the output here. Same output which we analyzed is present here. Qualification, we are analyzing qualification and MapReduce program executing before, and now we get the results. They are in that qualification column. PhD is 69 qualification, and master 519 are masters, and 239 are bachelors, and 171 people are bachelor intermediate. And we stored that result and send back into HDFS for future. Now with the help of this command we are storing into HDFS again, and now query is processing to store result into HDFS, and success represent that the result has been stored into HDFS. Now in a local host 5000, you can check all the results which you analyzed, and you can see age, gender, qualification, status, and username which we analyzed and saved into HDFS. You can see that status, student, employed, and unemployed which we analyzed. Now all the column has been analyzed, if you have a large data set, I will recommend you to use Hadoop Pig. Now if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Thank you.